Well, hi everybody, Bruce at Clayhorse Music in Boise. So what happens when you take a classic pop standard and you mix in a little Latin rhythm and a few blues licks and a little jazz syncopation and give it a good shake? Let's find out here. Okay. Alright, let's go over that little intro part. We're in the key of A minor and we're going to be using a pentatonic scale. There's an A root note on the 4th string 7th fret that we're going to start off with, and we slide our ring finger up to that note. And the first part of it goes like this. Kind of a George Benson-y kind of feel to it. The next part goes down from that highest note we had, and I'm just going to play a few notes here to show you the notes we're going to be using. So it's got a blues note there on the 3rd string that we're going to be using, but instead of just playing it kind of straightforward, we're going to break it up and make it sound a little bit flashier. And the way we do that is we stop there, and then we go through the rest of it like double time. We'd use a pull-off between our 2nd and our 1st finger, and then a slide and a hammer. So it goes. And then the last part is sliding back up to that root note on the 4th string again and playing, bending up to that blues note, and that's just a standard kind of a cliche that probably everybody's played a million times. And then the last part of it, we use some of those same notes that we used in the middle, but we end like that. So let's play the whole thing through here. Okay, so that's the intro. And one of the things that makes this song really interesting is it goes through several key changes. And every time it changes key, it's going to very dramatically affect our lead part. The first part of it is in A minor, and it's all very easy to play in the 7th position, and easy in terms of not having to move our hand around very much. Although you'll find that the lead part is rather intriguing. It's a little bit of a challenge at first to get it to flow smoothly, but it's really worth the effort. So we're going to start off with our first finger on the 4th string, 7th fret. We're going to be in the 7th position. We're going to cover the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th frets. So that will be 1 is 7, 2 is 8, 3 is 9, and 4 is 10. We're going to go to the 4th string, 1st fret. And it's going to go like this. And I'm going to give you the fret numbers in the 7th position for that. So we're starting off on the 4th string. It goes 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1. That's skipping the 2nd string. It's jumping up to the 1st string. And then 2. Of course, that's going down, so it's on the 2nd string. And then 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. So what's kind of intriguing about this lead is it just seems to jump all over the place. But what it does is it gives you an opportunity to hold notes down and let them ring, and it gives it a really nice quality to the sound of the lead. So let's go over that again. Starting off on the 4th string, it's going to go 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. Now the second part of it is goes like this. But it's nice to bring in that kind of a little grace note underneath that first note, which is a 4th down. So on your 5th string, 7th fret, I like to slide up to it like that. I usually don't start off like that, but after I've played the first time through. So if we do that, we'll slide up to the 7th fret on the 5th string, and then play the 7th fret on the 4th string and start again. It goes 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 4. Okay. Tricky part here is we're skipping strings, so you have to really listen. When I tell you which fret, you have to really listen to what string that's on. Now there's a nice little run here that I like to do. It's kind of like a major 7th formation. If you just put this diagonal starting at the 7th fret on the 1st string, and it goes, 1, and then the next string is 2, and then the next string is 3, and then the next string is 4, and you play that, you can even go, and then this is just ad lib, but like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, and then you're right back into the sequence again. So let's play that part through from the beginning of the verse. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, very good. The second part of the A section, you simply play the same part again. It has a slightly different ending, but it goes 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 1. Okay, and then just as a little bit of a filler, I like to come up here and play this little... On the second string, you'd go 4, 2, and then third string 3, 2, 3, or something like that. But I like to end up on that note because that's going to really highlight the key change that's coming up. It's going to slide up one fret as we change keys. Okay, now we experience a key change, and we're going to play this part of the lead in the 8th fret position. So we're going to start off with on the 3rd string on the 3rd fret in the 8th position, and it's going to go like this. So that's 3, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, but it's on the 4th string, and then you stretch over to the 12th fret of the 5th string. Okay, so and then so that's the same thing, exactly the same sequence, except that you come up and hit the 1st string, 1st fret, and then the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then 3. So 1, 1, 3. So that whole section goes like this. Okay, another key change, and we're down again into the 7th position, and we're going to start off on the 7th fret on the 2nd string. So 2nd string, 7th position, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 4, 1, and then skip the down to the 4th string like we did before, and play the same thing we did up a little higher there. So we play the 3rd finger on the 4th string, but then we skip over to 2 frets up on the 5th string. Okay. And then to end it up, it goes. So we're starting off with our 3rd finger on the 4th string. It goes 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 3, 3. And then it's really nice to just slide that right up before you go back into your lead again. You'll find that sounds really nice when you do it that way. Now we're back to the end, and we play exactly the same thing that we did at the beginning. And you could end there, or you could end there. So that part right there is what you played at the end of the A section a while ago. So that's it. I mean, you basically have played through the entire lead part. There are some other things that you can do in there. Little lead parts and stuff like that you might have heard me play. You can just duplicate them if you'd like. I think the most important thing, though, those kind of leads that kind of give you some filler in there. But there's a lot of vamping that you can do, and you can use the pentatonic blues scale to basically solo over the chord changes. Just be aware when there's a key change coming up that you better be ready for. Okay? Let's talk just a little bit about the chords. I've given you the tabs for the chords, but there's a couple of things that you might find interesting or useful. One is when we go from especially in the intro, when we go from an F7th to an E7. You can play the F7th up here in the 6th position. It's like taking a C7th and sliding up to an F7th. We could slide it down to an E7th, even play that E string open if we wanted to, but it's more interesting if you play it like this, which is like an E9th, except that you've sharped the 9th, so it's an E7 sharp 9. That gives you a nice sound, like alright, a couple of places you might just want to sneak in a good old-fashioned bar. F7th and E7 has a really nice rich sound to it, and then down to that A minor like that. There are some augmented chords in there for transitions, which really are quite helpful, useful, necessary. What's interesting about these chords is they repeat every 5th fret. So you could play that chord in the 1st position, the 5th position, or the 9th position like that. You know, diminished chords repeat every 4th fret. And those chords repeat every 4th. That's kind of interesting. When you go into the the key change, it goes from your A minor 7th into a G minor 7th to a C 7th, then a major 7th. Let me just play that section for you so that you'll get an idea of how you can play the rhythm section. So I think this. So that ought to get you going. I hope that you got something out of this video, and I will see you in the next video. You take care now.